Well, up on the bench today, I've got a very rare radio. I hardly find any information about this on the internet. It's in, I got a Sam's manual coming. I think it's Sam's 240. This is a Pace 8117. Let me turn my bench radio down. Pace 8117. 40 channel, digitally controlled bass. This is from 77 or 78, I presume. I think the mic plug has been changed because according to the Sam's manual I've seen it originally had a DIN plug, but this is so rare that in the last 10 years there's only been 3 of these that I found on eBay. I bought 2 of them, and my friend down the road bought the other one. And I've been on the lookout for other ones, but I did get this one working without a manual. I've only made one modification to it, which is I added a color over the bulb because this bulb was bad. But this is a very interesting radio for the 70s. Let's take a look around it here. Not very big. Not kind of sparse. Just a, PA external speaker. Let's see, I've got it hooked up to the Syncor. Still got the original stock mic with it. Here's our dead carrier. A little over 4 watts. I have not peaked and tuned or done anything to this. Let me check the modulation with audio. Hello. About 12 watts. 4 to 12. Let's see. Modulation. Audio. Hello. Audio. I'll run it through some tests here in a minute. Let's see. Frequency, channel 19. Probably could do with an alignment when I get that Sam's manual. Let's see. Get back to watts. Let's see what it sounds like on the monitor on another radio. Audio. 1, 2, 3. Audio. Pretty cool. Audio. 1, 2, 3. Audio. 1, 2. Pretty cool little radio. You got different ways of changing frequencies. You got slow and fast. So if I hold this down, this is the fast way. Or no, that's the slow way. Here's the fast way. For something of its time, this is pretty interesting. I guess whatever it uses for backup, a capacitor or something, I haven't looked at it, but if you turn it off or disconnect it from power, no matter what channel you're on, it'll always go back to 19 after a power off. So I have no manual or nothing. I can't even really figure it out. I've played with all the controls trying to figure it out, but let me run it through a receive test on the Syncor and we'll see what it does. Alright, I've got the Syncor CB42 set on channel 19, 1000 hertz tone, 30% modulation, 1x, and we're getting, let's see, looks like an S9, so it looks like the receive is still calibrated pretty well. Kind of interesting. Transmits well, receive as well. Let me run it through the scope here and see what it looks like putting a tone through it. Be right back in a second. Alright, I got my haphazard setup back up. Just got an external speaker until I get the little mic tester with the boot there. Might have to make me one. People want outrageous prices for stuff these days. Let me go ahead and turn the audio generator on. That lovely annoying sound. Showing a hair over 12 watts. Looks pretty good. So girl still got it. Ain't had an alignment yet, but she's pretty darn close. I say she's pretty well on just to get on the radio and talk. I put her on an external antenna here and see how she receives. I think old hard drive's on the air right now talking down to people, so let's see what that sounds like. Well, I got her on 19. Squelch still works. Let's see if we
Gotcha on the 6-cylinder, man. I gotcha. You know, I've been looking at some different stuff too, man. Between it, another ultra classic. It's a comparable bike, but I'd rather have liquid. And the Rocket 3 looks pretty cool, man. I'm not sure which one, but I don't know if you ride dirt bikes. I started on this dirt. I really like, trials riding. I'm only in my 60s, but anyways, I still dig it. I love my Honda.
Guess there's a hard drive in the desert. Let's go.
Roger. Because them guys think the Fireball's a Rudy poop. Them guys think Fireball's a mud duck. But I got these car figures jumping up and down.
See what my output power looks like on the MFJ on top of one of these fellers on channel 6. Hello, audio. Hello. Still showing about 12 and 13 watts, so switch that back. I'd say it's doing normal. Pretty good for a stock radio that's probably from 77 or 78, but no information out there. It's got a killer receive. Too bad it doesn't have sideband. See if anything going on here. No.
Snowing, which I try to stay away from that. If it's snowing, raining, or whatever, you build the Harleys. They take a week to clean. You know what I mean? Take care on demand. Safety first.
Let's see. This is A&L. I see a noise blanker. This all has to do with the settings of the safe. Well, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of noise going on right now, but the cool thing is you can actually scan with this radio. A little bit slow. I don't know if we can speed it up or not. No. But,
Our wedding's already over.
There we go.
And ain't too many. I ain't gonna have roller coaster be mine.
Well, there you have it for now until I get my Sam's photo fact for this one.
Question, I've owned the fastest motorcycles on our earth, every single one. I excluded this. Goes
I guess I could pop the top and show you what it looks like on the inside.
Including the
Be right
CDX
back
because
in
the
a
Honda
minute.
V65
Alright, let's take a look all around. Got a little rust. Let's see. Here's the inside of this bad boy. So I'm gonna be careful the way I handle this, but look at the speaker in there. That is pretty cool. Like I said, I changed the light bulb in there and put one of them little rubber things on there to change the color. Here's your transmit receive relay. It's in pretty good shape. Here's your PLL's down there, but here's your logic control for the display and scan and everything. And you can operate this radio receive without a mic attached. Somebody has modified this one to take a 4-pin. Originally it had a DIN plug on it, I believe. A little bit of surface rust. Once I get the Sam's manual, I'm probably going to go through this. I'll probably check the caps. I'll probably recap it. There's really not a lot of electrolytics in this guy. Say there's less than 20. Probably less than 15. Most of it's in the power supply. That's what she looks like on the inside. Pretty cool radio from the late 70s. Even has, I put these rubber feet on it. The original feet were kind of like the Browning ones. They turned into something like chewing gum. That's all I've done. Changed the feet, changed the meter light. But for recapping this, you can take off this panel, I would assume, and get to everything you need to get to on the bottom of the board. Pretty tight little setup there. I'm going to go get on the local channels here in a second and see if I can get a conversation going, and we'll try to get an audio report. If not, that'll probably be the end of it here, but we'll see what we come up with. Back at you in a minute. Yeah, how does it sound? Got okay audio?
Well, I got two of them on Mount Sterling repeaters talking, and they're kind of pretty loud on the scanner over here. Maybe they'll shut up in a minute.
Yeah, well, we're pretty close. Only thing I've noticed is the power output's just a little bit lower down here than it is on 20 through 40.
Probably the PLL circuit needs to be readjusted, VCO or something.
Yeah, I have to find the SAM's information and recap it probably, do a alignment, replace any thermal grease. I think that's what killed the other one, overheating. But I did all the receive and transmit tests. It passed everything on the Syncor CB42.
Oh, it passes all the tests, huh?
Channel 9. Whoop, the microphone's a little scratchy. It does take regular 4-pin mics. 4.34 watts dead key, 12.3 modulation. Looks good on the scope. S9 calibration's right on the receive.
Sounds good. I wish the one I had was working that well.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a little video on this one just to kind of show it until I go through the restoration process, but she's doing pretty good for a stock 40-year-old radio, especially with all this digital controls. I was playing around with the memory channels and how to direct enter frequencies and stuff a minute ago.
Yeah, maybe you can learn something for both of us.
This radio is so rare, I can't even find a user manual. There might have been one on RigPix at one time, but I'm not able to download it anymore.
Is it on CB Tricks?
Rigpix.com has pictures and information on all these old CBs. There's a little bit of info. There's really not much on this at all. I guess that's what a Sam's CB240 book.
Yeah.
So it's a later radio, but really not much information. Sam's probably has the most information of anybody.
These guys, I'm going to have to go over and shut the cotton picking scanner off. They're getting louder all the time.
Well, I just thought I'd do a little test on this to see how it does. And I am glad it does receive without a mic plugged in, since it's a relay radio. And if you set the squelch, it makes a pretty good CB scanner. It's just a little slow.
Didn't get anything you said because they're so damn loud.
Well, there you have it. Local talking on the pace.
Step over there and lock them out or something.
Let's get a close-up on here if the phone will focus here using the phone camera. Pace 8117. I see a little delamination on whatever this clear covering is over top of this brushed aluminum plate is. The white's not very faded compared to the mic. Most of your white plastic Pace radios turn yellow or brown rather quickly. I'm not sure the history on this one. other than I picked it up about a year ago on eBay. And this is the only one I found that's working out of the other two in existence that have been for sale in the last 10 years. Just not much information about it, so when my Sam's 240 comes, I'll be able to tear into it more. But man, this is a pretty good looking radio. It just had sideband on it. Oh, the direct frequency entry. Like if you want to go to channel 20, instead of holding up and down and all that, you can push enter 20. That's channel 20. Enter. Oh, got to hold enter. 40. Enter 3. Or no, enter 3. Yeah. Back to channel 3. Or you can do it this way.
Put on 463. I think it used to be some sort of a medical channel.
There's a lot of background noise in there with you now. Channel 6 is kind of overtaking everything today. Good old Channel 6. I'd say that's all we have for today. We'll come back and revisit
Well, I
this
can't
one.
do nothing about that.
We'll come back and revisit this one once I get some documentation and kind of tear into it, and I'll probably do an updated report once I'm done with it. So that's all I got for today. 73s,
Trying
everybody.
to
Take
get this
care.
mic pulled out where I could connect it to the radio, and I knocked my scope off, and I don't know what off.
Well, 73s to everybody, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Look at this rare Pace 8117.
All because I'm piled up. I keep looking for that Ronald microphone in here, and I ain't found it yet. And I think I laid it on the bench here, just don't know what's become of it.
Well, over and out this time. 73s. Catch you in the next one.